Tough defense has re-emerged as a staple for Utah. It starts with Rudy Gobert. Gobert has seemingly regained the edge he possessed last season when he won NBA Defensive Player of the Year honors. His attitude and energy is spreading to his teammates and turning the Jazz into a nightmare matchup for most opponents once again. Gobert totaled 18 points, 14 rebounds and a season-high 7 blocks to lead Utah to a 117-96 victory over Portland on Tuesday night, Wednesday, Manila time. He spearheaded a defensive effort that resulted in the Trail Blazers shooting just 39% from the floor and becoming the 11th Jazz opponent to fail to reach 100 points this season. "Our mindset has changed over the last few games," Gobert said. "We want to play defense, and we're having fun playing defense. It changes the way we play." Gobert's 7 blocks were 3 more than his previous season high, which he tallied on 4 occasions. The Jazz center described himself as giving 200% in the game, and Utah coach Quinn Snyder felt like Gobert made his presence felt over the entire court. "It's what we need from him," Snyder said. "He can still protect the rim and also be impactful on the floor." Donovan Mitchell added 19 points for Utah. Joe Ingles chipped in 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists for the Jazz. Utah, 17-18, won for the 5th time in their last 6 home games while shooting 55% from the floor. The Jazz have won 10 of 11 games this season where they have shot 50% or better as a team. Damian Lillard scored 20 points to lead Portland. Evan Turner added 12 points off the bench. The Blazers, 19-15, lost to Utah for the second time in 5 days after trailing nearly the entire second half by a double-digit margin. "They're a really good defensive team," Lillard said. "They make you work on the offensive end. You got to compete on the offensive end." Jay Crowder scored 7 of Utah's first 9 second-quarter points, starting with the team's first three-pointer of the game to cap a 9-0 run that gave the Jazz a 33-26 lead. The Blazers pulled within 3 on 3 different occasions. Lillard hit a couple of baskets to cut the deficit to a basket, then fed Jusuf Nurkic for a layup to trim Utah's lead to 43-40. The Jazz pulled away before halftime behind hot shooting from the perimeter. Ingles and Crowder buried back-to-back three-pointers to spark a 16-5 run. Mitchell finished it off by beating the shot clock with another outside basket, giving the Jazz a 59-45 lead. Utah went 5 of 7 from three-point range in the second quarter after going 0 of 8 in the first quarter. "We know how we want to score and how we want to attack these guys," Crowder said. "We believe in our shots. We believe in the work we put in." The Jazz extended their lead to 68-51 on back-to-back baskets from Ricky Rubio early in the third quarter. Portland chipped away at the lead and finally cut it to 92-83 on a floater from Seth Curry early in the fourth quarter. "That's as close as the Blazers got." Gobert answered with a dunk to push Utah's lead back to double digits. It sparked a 14-2 run that slammed the door shut on any potential comeback. Mitchell punctuated the run with a three-pointer, putting the Jazz up 106-85 with 4:49 remaining. Mitchell thinks Utah is ready to turn the corner heading into the new year because the team is learning how to finish games defensively. "We've been in this situation at the beginning of the year and we didn't have a counter-punch," Mitchell said. "Now we're adjusting and making that counter-punch. It's similar to what we had last year. And we have more. We have more to us." Christmas cameo. Playing on Christmas Day is a rare occurrence for Utah. The Jazz played for just the 7th time on December 25 and improved to 5-2 on the holiday. Their previous game on the holiday came in 1997 when John Stockton scored 24 points to lead the Jazz to a 107-103 victory over Houston. Shutdown. CJ McCollum finished with only 11 points on 4 of 14 shooting against the Jazz. McCollum came into the game averaging 19.8 points in his last 4 games against Utah. The veteran guard has scored at least 20 points in 154 games since the start of the 2015-16 season, which is the 13th most in the NBA in that span. Quotable. He affects shots and his presence affects shots, Portland coach Terry Stotts on Gobert's play keeping the Blazers from finishing at the rim. Tip-ins. Blazers, Lillard did not attempt a free throw. He came into the game ranked 4th in the NBA in free throws made and 8th in the league in attempts. Portland scored 14 points off 17 Utah turnovers. The Blazers made just 35 baskets against the Jazz for the second time this season. Jazz, Gobert has logged a double-double in 9 of his last 10 games against the Blazers. Dante Exum matched his season high with 15 points off the bench. Utah shot 13 of 21, 61.9% from three-point range over the final three quarters.